Let's begin. So I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, let me know if you're able to see my screen. Great. Thank you so much. Okay. So congratulations everyone for completing all for the 5 days, right? So really appreciate the consistency and the energy that you have had, and the kind of commitment that you showed for these 5 days, right? So today we are going to do a quick recap just of the topics. Like we have talked on the day 1, the evolution of blockchain. On the day 2, the encryption and hash function. On the day 3, we understood the decentralized applications, the blockchain applications, and smart contracts. Right. On day 4, we also understood a little about Hyperledger, and we revised a few more topics. Right. So we have learned this much. I think for the people who have joined us for the first time, who are non-members, you might have learned a little bit more about. Yeah, thank you so much, Anas. You say it was an amazing class. Thank you so much for that. Right. So we really enjoyed the whole process throughout. Right. So certifications, all the certifications. Thanks for all the submissions. You will be getting the certification of completion for the blockchain fundamentals in 5 days program conducted through Pixeltests. Within 1 to 2 hours, you will receive them directly in the email. The email that you shared on the form itself, right? So I would request Hussein, Ankit, NS, or Rohan, if you could unmute and share your experience. Like, how was it for these 4 days? What can you share a result? What was the difference before and after? Right? Yes, Ankit. Let people who are joining for the first time, let me know if it is the first time where you are joining this particular session. Yes, Ankit, you can go ahead.
So experience-wise, it's really great because the eye-opening session that you started, it's very spiritual and easy to connect. And I never expected that some tech seminar will start like this. So a lot of kudos for such good work in starting this in this way. Talking about topic is a blockchain. Yeah, for newcomers, it's definitely really helpful. And I like to know more in detail that how I can be the part of a blockchain ecosystem and build my career down the line.
That's really nice to hear, Ankit. So which city you're from? What is your current background?
I'm currently from Indore working, and I have 14 years of experience in IT.
Wow.
I'm in Vice President Operations at one of the MNC, and looking for my second inning where I can learn new skill set as a blockchain and see how it can transform the world.
That's actually brilliant. I mean, we'll uncover a lot of details about the program as well. Thank you so much for staying along, and with the wide experience, the huge amount of experience you still continued as a beginner in this, and really tell us about your learning mindset. Thank you so much for that. Right.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yes. NS, you also unmuted. Can you? Your name shows as NS.
Yeah. Thank you, Sabyasachi. It was an amazing experience. Though I had here and there, I heard about blockchain, and it wasn't that. It was a kind of theoretical knowledge I had, kind of, not exactly, because I'm from the database background, so I could relate myself. But the way you explained, it was amazing. The initial stage, as the previous speaker said, about all is well, we say, that was that was a great experience for me, and that really motivated to start the session. That was experiencing with a spiritual note. It's too good, and I would like to continue my journey with this upcoming which is going to storm the Web 3.0. It's going to storm the world, I believe, because I was there during Y2K. I worked during Y2K. I know how it was during 1999 when Y2K happened, and it was a great opportunity for most of the people. Though they were not from IT background, I was from IT background, IT education, but in non-IT educated people also got into IT because of Y2K problem in 1989, 2000. So, and then again, Web 2.0 happened, which is 3.3, 3.0. I'm happy that I'm venturing myself into 3.0. So I hope to continue venturing this 3.0 with blockchain and all technology excited.
Thank you so much. Which city are you from?
I'm from Bengaluru, Savisachi,
Okay.
and yeah, currently I'm not working, and I'm looking for a kind of a training so that I can get back to my corporate life.
100%. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You
Okay, so I hope you'll take value from this session, because we are going to even talk about all the opportunities and all. Thank you so much for staying along all throughout. Right? Okay.
Thank you, Savisachi. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's begin. Let me know if my screen is visible. Okay, great. So in this session, we are going to, this will be our agenda. This will be slightly longer session than, we normally do. We'll, uncover all these topics. So we'll understand first the most crucial step in the career growth, which actually you'll be surprised. Is it a technical step? No, it is not. So we'll be discussing about that. So we'll also be discussing about what blockchain has to offer for us, and what are a few opportunities within blockchain that are picking up. Within blockchain, what are some monumental opportunities, and we'll also let you know how can you become part of this blockchain membership as well. And we'll also let you know how our members are able to crack good jobs as well. Right? We have a few success stories also to share. Okay, great. So let's begin. So how many of you are excited? Type E in the chat box. Okay, so we have friends on our social channels also. Thank you, Sujit. Thanks, Sham. Thanks, Prasad. Okay, great. So we will begin. Thank you so much for your kind words, Ankit sir, and both of you, because whatever I am presenting, the beginning also of it, this comes from the values of the community, from the values of our founder, very spiritually inclined. So that is what reflects in all our sessions as well. Thank you so much for appreciating and noticing that, right? And we also want to take this as an opportunity to let you know about our community. We have in our community people from all age groups, all backgrounds, and different profiles. We have people from IRS and IFS officers to people who are project managers, even doctors as well, like consultant level people also. We have in our community people who are who have applied patents, and even a few people who are already got patents. Like, I mean, such profiles are also part of our membership. Okay. So a little about the founder, Jayant Ratham Sethi sir. So now he himself is an alumnus of IIT Madras, Columbia University, and he has trained over 11,000 plus professionals, and also mentored them to get jobs into Fortune 500 companies, right? So the community is a growth-driven, passionate, and change-maker community. We'll also talk about the course. Now, if you have enjoyed this 5-day, very small session from me, these concepts are covered from the actual bigger course, which is the Blockchain Silver course that Pixeltests offer, which is in association with IIT Madras. Right, so the faculty for that particular program is Professor Pandurangan. He has an experience of 30 years at IIT Madras, PhD, IISc, Bangalore. And you will, if you have enjoyed these 5 days, I'm 100% sure that you will enjoy his lectures as well. Right, so it will be conceptual, it will be technical, and all things will be covered for you to equip knowledge that you can go ahead and crack a few interviews and get into this particular industry as well, right? So first, let's get into the agenda point. right? So we'll also be talking about our course, which is the blockchain and cryptocurrency course, along with the other bundles that we get, right? So this masterclass is for people who are looking for a very lucrative career and want to stay relevant and grow exponentially, and who are early adopters, right? So here at this moment, the background, age, qualification do not matter, because now if you have understood the beginning, the basics of it, if you keep up the momentum and continue forward and give at least 1 hour a day and continue forward, I'm 100% sure that you'll be able to crack the whole of the course as well, right? So this is our youngest community member, Hitin Malhotra. So he's a +2 student, and he says new disruptive technologies like IoT, AI, blockchain interests him a lot. I'm an active learner and have been learning about blockchain for 4 months now. So this was when he started it, and he took this as an opportunity and joined in, and he is upskilling himself. Like he started from that age, and now here we have Dr. Rachna Padya. She's a doctor. She's a dental doctor, and she's also been throughout the community and making good, because blockchain is going to make a difference in all industries, also healthcare. So she's been an early adopter and taking that particular step, right? So similarly, we have people from aeronautical engineer here, Mohammed Rebin. He's also he had an experience of 7 years as a mobile app developer. Now he's going towards developing decentralized apps, right? So we have all kinds of people, even tech and non-tech people in our background, in the community with all kinds of background, right? So now, if you want to understand the first key ingredient that is essential more than the technical skills is the growth driven mindset, right? So most of our community members are equipped with this growth driven mindset, because even in our opening, we have our orientation. It is very much mindset based, where we want everybody to tune themselves, even if they have their own motivation, that is well and good. But we also help them, to stay on track. So we have whole of our community members. We meet often in our inner community sessions. We get all of our newsletters, mails, and we keep in touch, and also tune ourselves to become more and more growth driven, right? So that is the most important step, which is part of our agenda. So here, normally what happens is we have doubts, fears, distractions, and we require a lot of conditioning. So the first step we always believe is to install growth driven mindset. And here what we believe is how to become hyper focused towards one career goal, how to have systems, because we strongly believe that systems succeed, people fail, right? So if you have systems that will keep you on track, if you have systems that will keep you going, so that is when you go forward and grow, right? So that is what is there. And even we also tell everybody to invest in greatness, even investing time and money both, right? So you can spend your time elsewhere, but you have chosen to be here, for the past 5 days, half an hour each, right? So you have invested your time to, become something, or do something productive here. So that is what you have to keep continuing, and also double down. If you are already focusing, you have to increase your focus. If you're already systematic, you have to become more systematic, and you are already investing in your greatness, you still have to continue doing that. So now, even if you're a fresher or an experienced professional, or you are already into blockchain, but now trying to crack interviews and jobs, this is for you. So now, if you want to see why blockchain is promising, we have also covered in our 30-minute sessions every day. So Web 1.0, which was more of information consumption, right? You had Yahoo Mail. Most of you might relate, right? You had Yahoo Mail where you were only reading information, right? So it was more static and read only. Then came Web 2.0, where it was dynamic, where you can create also, where you can tweet, where you can create a post, right? So it was two-way, right? So that was happening. Now we are looking at something which is decentralized, where people here, everything is going to go towards an ecosystem, which is very much peer-to-peer, which is very much in control and very private and secure, right? So we are moving there. So Web 2 to Web 3, this particular transition, you can see that the difference. The first, the Web 2 is more of community driven. Here it is individual. The type of applications, whatever are there in Web 2 are web applications. Here they are smart applications that leverage AI and ML. Here, most of the revenue source for all the Web 2 companies, most of them is advertising. And here it is behavioral advertising, where you can choose to become part of, if you want to be advertised or not, you have that kind of flexibility also, right? So here the focus is tagging and end user experience. Here the focus in the Web3 is user empowerment through trust, security, and privacy, right? Technologies are Web2 technologies like Ajax and JavaScript. Here the technologies are semantic web, AI, decentralized technologies, right? So you can see that we are shifting there. Like, now you can see this trend even in current applications also, right? Where we are moving from groupism to individualism, right? So the ownership is also owned by a network, by one particular company. Here it is owned by an entity or through shared network, right? So these are a few differentiating pointers which we've also come across. Now we'll see that what Web3 examples are there, right? Now, if you see Web2 applications, even if you are comparing on level to level, right? If you are looking at Web2 browser, here you are using, if you're using Chrome. On Web3, you are using Brave, which is more private and more secure, right? Storage, we have, for an alternative of Drive or Dropbox in Storage, which is a very popular Web3 app, DApp right now currently, where you can pay very little and still store your files. They'll be encrypted, and there is no, even the ownership is all with you. If you have stored something on Drive, the ownership also lies with the people, the company Google itself. Here, the ownership is purely yours, right? So now video conferencing, also we have expertise. For operating system, also we have EOS. For social networking, also there are Web3 social networks coming up. Messaging is changing, remote jobs. You can search jobs in Upwork. Now here you can search in Etlance, right? If you are upskilling and you are also looking for freelance gigs, you can also look on Web3 applications, right? So how many of you find this fascinating? Type F in the chat box. Great. Thank you, Sham. Thanks, Ajit. Thanks, MS. Okay, right. So the shift is very much great, right? Thanks, Venkat. So the shift is happening, and you can see. Thanks, Rohan. Right. Yeah. So now, if we are looking, about blockchain, we have come to understanding that blockchain is this immutable, non-changeable ledger that facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in a business network, right? So the key elements of this blockchain, as we have discussed in our sessions, is distributed ledger technology. All the records are immutable. There's more about it in the smart contracts also. If you're doing a customized logic for any particular use case, supply chain or anything, you can write logic where you can do a lot of automation as well, right? So we have discussed about that as well. Now, how blockchain works, each transaction, whatever occurs, is recorded as a block of data, and each block is connected to the one before it, right? And the new one comes and it gets attached to that. So it is append only. So it gets keep on growing that way. Yeah. Thank you, Ramas, Vendu. Okay. So the transactions are blocked together in an irreversible change. That is what becomes the blockchain, right? So now, why is blockchain the greatest invention? So many of you have also given the answer on quiz. The security is enhanced, the transparency is greater, the traceability is instant, and the efficiency and speed is also increased, right? So those are a few benefits that we also discussed and we also agreed upon, right? The blockchain is now in demand by more than 65% industries, and 97 million Web3 jobs have already been created, right? And this is just the beginning. Okay, so now we have understood the opportunities and what blockchain and how it is growing, right? How every industry, how digital industry from browser till searching for a job, everything is shifting to blockchain, right? So now we understand there is demand. Now, how do we bridge the gap, right? So we want to know that, right? How do we upskill, right? So how many of you are excited to know? Type E in the chat box. Thanks, Prashant. Thanks, Pujam. Okay, great. So basically, now let's understand that what are a few areas of blockchain that are promising, right? So now a few things that we have not discussed in our 4 days is this. We have decentralized finance, we have NFT, and we have DAO, right? So let us go deeper in each of them, right? So now DeFi is a little easier to understand because it is decentralized financial system. Traditional finance system, here you can even get into the area of cryptocurrencies, understand all these new upcoming tokens, different blockchain cryptocurrency tokens also. So traditionally, it is all centralized, all the ledgers are managed and completely owned by the bank. Here it is decentralized. And if you see what this is doing to us, it is increasing the trust because we know there is nothing, we don't know if it is the company is growing, not growing, everything is transparent. The growth of it, the drop of it, everything is transparent. So that you cannot walk into any scam or anything, right? So the returns are promising and the risk is also reduced, right? So we have understood banks are central and here the blockchain ledger is distributed, right? So you can earn with DeFi, there are a lot of opportunities. You can manage your portfolio, you can crowdfund your projects, exchange tokens between the currency tokens. You can earn yield through this centralized finance system also, right? You can use the current currency, exchange it into decentralized finance, right? So there are a lot of benefits in that. So even to back this up, Bloomberg says blockchain is India's future. And if you are a developer, you can earn rupees 82 lakh a year, right? So this was one of the Bloomberg article you can search for because it is growing that pace. And why are the salaries higher? Because there is a supply and demand. The number of blockchain developers are less compared to the demand that is there in the market, growing demand that is there, right? So blockchain jobs are growing at a rate of 2,000 to 6,000%. Salaries are 50 to 100% higher than regular technological salaries, right? So now if you're looking at, these a few job postings on LinkedIn, people are looking for senior product managers, wallet and DeFi in Binance, WazirX, Cruise Finance. There are a lot of companies that are looking for people who have the knowledge of blockchain, because that is a limited pool, and who are ready to get onto this particular industry, right? So there's a lot of demand coming up. You can even search by yourself. Binance keeps on hiring. There are more ventures, and there are Mobiloid, and all of these companies are hiring, right? So the second industry, the second particular area of the blockchain is NFT, which also we have not discussed in depth in our 4-day sessions, right? So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. We have understood what is fungible in our first lecture, right? Fungible is identical, non-fungible is unique, right? So non-fungible token becomes a very unique token. So whenever you create something that is unique on the blockchain, you can call it an NFT, right? So now here there is artwork in NFT, and there are a lot of other things also, right? So this is also this has all the blockchain properties. It is decentralized, immutable, and it is open. Great. So now you can see a few examples of NFT. People are using it in games. People are using it as collectibles, right? Even top brands like Nike and Yacht Club, and everybody is trying to create NFTs that where fans are purchasing them. People are going to hold them. Some people are already, reselling their NFTs with a profit, right? So there is one-to-one, there is people's $69M collage, like he has collaged figure image, which in itself is unique, right? So these are a few examples. You can always research about it, but here we want to let you know that there is a lot of scope, even in the non-tech side, even on the NFT side. If there is demand for NFTs, there is demand for people who can handle platforms that hold NFT, right? So that comes back to the blockchain developers. Now, NFTs for artists. What benefits it is providing is there is clarity, there's ownership also. If the ownership is not going to be with a museum or some auction, so it is going to be the one person who is designing it or making it, and he is the person who is going to majorly benefit out of its sale, right? It's not like traditionally somebody purchases and makes their own commission. Here, the ownership is by the artist, and he will get majority of the sale deal, right? So whatever sale happens, or whatever revenue comes up out of it, just the platform fees is taken, and he earns the whole of it, right? So the verification is easy. It also prevents frauds. It also prevents the issues with copyright and plagiarism, right? So how many of you think that is really useful for people who create unique content, right? Type you in the chat box. Yes. Thanks, Vishali. Thanks, Vijay. Thank you so much. Yes, thanks, Ines. Great. So this is increasingly useful. Many people are already getting it. So now NFTs is also getting into real estate, where many brands, they are doing something called the crypto sand, which is a place where people are able to purchase the non-fungible real estate, right? So this is virtual real estate, but still it is a concept where people are purchasing and owning virtual land. Let's just say tomorrow Meta and all the virtual things kick in, people are going to experience better things. Like, for example, if you want to experience a whole new forest or something, you can, with your 3D glasses, go into that particular, have that experience. And if you own a property, this is a true concept. Like if it is in real estate, NFT real estate, if you go there, somebody, if it's your property, you can even charge or lease it, right? So those are like distant concepts, but they are still getting developed. So that's really fascinating. Yes, metaverse. Great. So now the same thing, it is getting used in insurance and all the other upcoming industries, right? So now freelancing and full-time projects are coming up. NFT developers, people are looking for NFT programmers, NFT coders, architects, and consultants, right? So there's humongous opportunity, even this second area that we wanted to discuss, right? So if you look at W3 Jobs, Monster, every other company is now trying to look for either an artist or a NFT website developer, right? So that is also one opportunity that is increasingly becoming popular, right? The next thing is DAO. So now when a new company adopts the blockchain ecosystem, they can even decentralize their decision making, right? So what is DAO? It is decentralized autonomous organization. What happens is, it is like any other organization. If you're part of any organization which has over 5,000 members, or even a smaller organization which has hundreds of members, whenever you want to make a decision, you go for a democratic way of like the votes and all the system. You can do something similar on blockchain networks also. You can have smaller decentralized organizations, autonomous organizations called DAOs, and achieve this particular goal. Even so, many communities are coming up who are becoming, creating their own communities on blockchain and becoming a DAOs, right? So basically, if you see any other company, there are stakeholders, there is a board, there is management, and there are employees. There are customers, like the shareholders are also customers. Now, the decision making is here also is very much central, right? So how it is central in bank, here also the decision making is controlled by one body or a board. Here, what happens in a DAO is whole of the decision making or the company's operations become decentralized, right? The treasury is connected to all other departments, the content writer, the token holders are connected to all the other departments. So this becomes easier in looking at even employment, right? Where your say actually reaches out to everyone. So there is more privacy, more security, and more transparency also, right? Even in companies, right? So this is also going to bring a totally different kind of ecosystem which we are not kind of used. Yes, NSS 360 degrees. Yes, it is very much 360 degrees, right? So that is how this happens, right? So how, on the concept level, how many of you find this fascinating? Type F in the chat box. Yes, right. It is fascinating, right? If you imagine, thanks, Rohan, thanks, Ines. Because blockchain is not only limited to cryptocurrencies or supply chain. It is coming to smaller organizations also, right? Sooner we know, like we'll start becoming part of these blockchain systems, like in a few coming years. Now, this is increasingly growing. Before that is why the demand is also growing, right? So now, if you see, the unicorn of India, the company Polygon, also has its own ecosystem DAO. And there are a few examples. These are a few examples. Now there is Deep DAO, where people can discover others, and the whole of the information is transparent, right? So how much of the revenue it is making, how much of transactions happening, how many people are there, how much impact is being created, all the information of the organization is completely transparent, right? So even if you can go online, and you can also become part of various DAOs if you are interested in any particular concept. So even there, those companies also, their whole of the data is public, right? I mean, so even most of the Web3 companies are going to have their own DAOs, right? So this becomes important, right? How many active members are there? How many votes are coming? How many proposals are being sent? All those things, right? So this landscape is going for all areas. Like we have DAOs in media, we have DAOs in social networking, operating systems, right? A few of your favorite brands might also be here who are creating their own decentralized autonomous organizations, right? So that is also there. Even NGOs are also coming up with this. Okay, so now that is also another third area where there is huge opportunity, right? So as a DAO developer, you can also become a DAO consultant or start your own DAO application. Great. So these were the three monumental opportunities within blockchain, right? If you are looking at blockchain and if you are going forward to become a developer in these areas, these are the upcoming happening days, right? You can still see people are hiring for DAO consultants and like analysts. Even if you have any other background, like for example, if you have backgrounds in healthcare and interest in blockchain and expertise in that, so you can look at people who are getting into that particular area. So jobs are also easier to find because there are a few companies which are very popularly publicizing about it, right? So you can find a lot of opportunities, right? So these are the three monumental opportunities. which covers our one of our agenda points, right? So how many of you are excited to go forward, right? Thanks so much, Anas. Thanks, Sujit. Thanks, Vijay. Right. So what we want, what is our goal is also we want a career that is lucrative and also fulfilling. Right. So this is something that we live by. That is why we have our spiritual goals also included. We want every of our member to have a fulfilling and lucrative in terms of monetary, in terms of also the lifestyle they live, in terms of the values, the value system, and all those things. Also, this is our goal, and we also want most of our members also to align with these goals, right? So what are some use cases of blockchain? It is almost affecting all the, impacting all the industry, right? Banking, healthcare, pharma, government, right? Now, if you look at a few other articles that were popularized, like Australia's stock exchange is the first to use blockchain tech, right? People are making the switch, right? Now, there are other articles also. You can buy, trade, borrow, and earn interest on crypto, right? So now, because it has the nature of peer-to-peer, people are able to even lend and earn also. That's also possible. Blockchain projects involves the World Wildlife Fund, right? So people are able to collect funds using Bitcoin or any other cryptos also, right? So the blockchain market will be worth 163 billion USD by 2027. And you can see the growth in front of you, right? In this, we are here, and this is where we are going to be. So this is a very exciting space to be in, right? So for reasons, the salaries are good. You can yourself search for keywords, cryptocurrency, blockchain, Bitcoin, and the search rate itself has increased, right? And the postings also have increased, right? So the typical pay for this type of work starting from 6.1 L to 13 L. This is one of the posting. This was by IBM, and Glassdoor says that it is from 15 L to 16 L per year, senior blockchain developer. That's to start with, but we have a lot of rise in demand. We have people, we have one of our members who is, drawing 35L, right? Who has made a recent shift from an 18L to 35L kind of an opportunity. He started from the basics, right? So that is what is there. And the top recruiters of the space is definitely, as we have discussed, Meta is doing, Visa, Deloitte, and even companies like Wipro have a division that has started working on blockchain, right? So when the time comes, they do not want to be held back, right? So every company is starting to have a blockchain division where they're hiring and working on a few blockchain projects. So that is happening, right? So the list is endless. Banking is also beginning. 65 big industries of blockchain could transform. Banking is only the beginning, right? So finance is only the beginning. So you can see that there are articles everywhere. Utopia Labs is building an operating system for DAOs. So now we've discussed DAOs. People are building operating system for DAOs. So which means people now creation of DAOs becomes even more easy. Right? Hundreds of Y Combinator alumni joined crypto collectives to become to back Web3 startups. Right? So what? Now, Y Combinator is a startup incubator, very popular global startup incubator, and many of the alumni are joining the crypto collective to back other outgoing Web3 startups because they see the growth there. Startup raises $1.5 million to make DAO creation as easy as starting a group chat. Right? So we are going there. Polygon, which is an India-based, which is in a way highest valued blockchain company of India, or you can even say many other countries could not do what Polygon did. Polygon raised $450 million to scale Ethereum. So the numbers show that there is growth, right? So people who are backing them also see the growth. Sequoia Capital to Republic Capital, everyone. right? So there are in hardware also, blockchain is coming up, right? People can even have transparent and protected Wi-Fi coverage also. So this is also coming up, not here yet in India, but even hardware is also going to be supporting this peer-to-peer and transparent connectivity. So apps are on the rise, blockchain apps are on the rise, right? So what is important at this moment is becoming the early bird and get the best market, best work opportunities, and become the change maker. So this is an opportunity that is there in front of us, right? So we always discuss that any technology that comes newly, we know that people who join in the beginning are the innovators, right? They are experimenting. There are the other majority, I know a bunch of people who are the early adopters who get onto it quickly. So when there was application development, people had to become Android or iOS developers. These people were the early adopters. When there is Web3 coming in, these people, more new people also join. They become early adopters, and then the majority of the people start joining it. Right? So these people get a lot of benefit because the experience grows, and the people see you as an expert in that particular industry after a few years, right? So we have seen enough proof in the past 4-5 years that blockchain is the future, right? So now even if you are looking at tech and non-tech kind of thing, for full-time blockchain developer, programmer, coder, architect are growing, and even in non-tech managerial level roles are also growing. Even C-level roles, which are chief finance officer or chief operations officer, they are also at a rise. Even if you're looking at if you're from a tech background, you're looking at freelancing, NFT, DAO developers, DeFi specialists, we have shown you the list of job opportunities that are there. So those are also coming up. In non-tech also, becoming a consultant, trainer, NFT artist, those are also huge opportunities. If anybody is planning on starting their own ventures, because the space is growing, tech people can get into direct app development, NFT developers, and here the non-tech people are having opportunities of NFT development, DAO founder, become a DAO founder, media publishing, and also art and social causes, right? So there, blockchain can help all these industries to grow, right? So we've also seen that a few of our members who are already getting on the ride and going forward. Okay, so now we have discussed the 3 monumental opportunities, right? So, I mean, list is definitely growing, and I would request you to also do your own research. But how many of you are interested in understanding Pixeltest's own blockchain membership, right? Type you in the chat box. Thanks, Anas. Thanks, Sham. Thanks, Rahul. Great. So basically now, if we have to, the excitement is there. And what qualifies a person into our blockchain community? Anybody who has rich experience in any background, who is agile and passionate, who can bring his own connections to the community, people, any of this, like even if they have coding experience, if they are hard and also smart working, any of these traits, if you have, you are a good fit for the community because there is an exchange of something similar from all of our other community members as well. Right? So we have spoken about the community, it is growing, it has a varied background of people from all walks of life. Right? So now the first step is clear, like there is definitely growth and all. Now, how can you grow? Right? So we require the right kind of institute, the right kind of mentor, and a certificate that is also valuable. So that is where our program, the blockchain IIT Madras, CC, and Pixeltest course is the catalyst growth, right? So where you can learn and get into this industry. The faculty we have discussed, Professor Pandurangan, he's got a a huge experience and is very engaging in his classes. Also, many of our people have also, members have told us like his classes are very engaging. Also, they go to the technical end of it. They also go to full fun end of it. Right? So we have such a faculty. We have our founder Jayendra Shetty sir, who's also joining our inner community calls and trying to push all our members to competition and success. Right. So now the program, what we're talking about is a self-paced program. So how we have joined 30 minutes for the past 4-5 days. Here you'll have the recordings also. And we also have experts who join us weekly and they do their hackathons. They are going to cover whatever Professor Pandurangan sir has covered. And you will also be part of that. You can get your queries solved. If there are some queries where you are looking at some technical or anything also, we have even our expert faculty coming in and clearing all of that, right? So just only for our blockchain, we have 500 plus growth-driven members. Whole of our community of AI and blockchain, we have over 1,000 people, right? So this particular blockchain bronze course, right? So we have BL silver, we have BL bronze. So this particular blockchain bronze course starts at 7,000. This is the first level. So this will be your introduction to blockchain. This will be the beginning. And once you complete your blockchain bronze program, you can go forward and join the blockchain silver, where you will get access to coding and all the other modules also. But this will be your beginning, right? So this is an approach that we are also taking to make it phase wise, right? So you do not have to invest heavily in the beginning itself. You can understand what is blockchain, how the course is, how is it suiting you, and also attract job opportunities that are promised by blockchain bronze. Even blockchain bronze, and so you also cover few of the intermediate level topics, which also have a promising opportunities elsewhere, right? So this is where the blockchain bronze starts off. So how many of you are interested in knowing what is there in this particular blockchain bronze program? Type I in the chat box. Thanks, Sham. Thanks, Vijay. Thanks, Anand. Right? Okay. So parallelly, let me also share the link for people to join in while we discuss what is available in the BL Bronze program. Right? So the link for payment goes here. Okay, so let me also share this for our friends on YouTube. Yes, Saurabh on YouTube says any free resource, blockchain resources. So our 5-day program was one of them, where we really let you understand a little basics of blockchain and go forward. Thank you so much, Saurabh. You can even join on the Zoom meet here. Okay, so let me share for Saurabh invite link. You can join here. The passcode is 3456. Okay, really thank you for the interest. Okay, so let's come back. Right, so if you are proceeding for the payment, or if you are having any challenge also, you can let us know. We'll guide you. So now let us understand what is included in this particular blockchain bronze membership. So even if you're part of blockchain bronze or blockchain silver, you become part of the community. So you join the community first. Right. So once you join the community, you have access to all the resources. You have access to an LMS also. I'm also going to show you LMS. Briefly, we have shown that LMS in our previous sessions also, where Professor Pandurangan has chalked out a very good program, which is vetted by IIT Madras, right? So the certification also is from IIT Madras. So the 5-day certification that you get is from Pixeltests, which also holds value. But the whole the blockchain silver course, when you finish, the certification is from IIT Madras CSKI, which is immensely valuable. So we have people who are doing certifications that are provided by partners of Microsoft, IBM. But what beats such certifications is from a course that is chalked out by IIT Madras. Right? So that is what. So what you learn in the course. So how many of you are with me, right? Type hooked and interested. Yeah, thank you so much. Rahul seems very interested. Thanks, great. Thanks, Sham. Yes, me. Great. Okay, so now this blockchain course gives you all the things from the building blocks and how you can attain mastery over blockchain. So there are 10 modules in the blockchain silver course, and in the blockchain bronze, you will get these 4 to 5 modules along with a few bundled courses as well, right? So it will give you the formula, it will give you the orientation, it will also give you access to interview mastery where you can create your resume, you can strengthen your resume as well, right? So now these bonuses are these, we also give a Bitcoin ecosystem mastery where veterans from the industry come and explain, even if you are looking at crypto investments and how to begin your journey there, then this is also covered, right? So this is valued at 30,000 outside elsewhere, and this is also included along with your 7,000 membership. We also give you access to Inner Circle Vault, right? So now Inner Circle Vault is our supplementary learning resource for you, where you are able to see what discussions we had within our community, the interview questions, discussion of a lot of opportunities, all the group coaching and all those things are already there. We also have them periodically, like once every 2 weeks. But if you are joining today, you will have access to all the previous Inner Circle videos as well, right? So where we have experts coming in and talking about, we recently had one person who was from Singapore, a blockchain startup, funded blockchain startup, and they were hiring for members, right? So we were fortunate that they came in and did a pre-placement talk also, right? So this is also valued at 30,000. Right? This is also included with your 7,000 membership, right? So now you can see that Bitcoin ecosystem is there, Inner Circle is there along with the course, and there is also interview mastery. So in this interview mastery, if you remember, like while we are revising, we also discussed what are a few interview questions that are there. Here we'll also give you a few interview questions also, and also we'll tell you how can you tune your CVs or resumes to crack interviews, right? So there is an interesting fact that many people do not know. There are systems by these employment portals or employing companies. They have something called ATS. Now this ATS, what it does is it filters out many resumes. Like 75% of the resumes are filtered out, and they do not even reach the employer because the CVs are not following any particular format, or they're not updated. The experience is not trackable, right? So these all techniques all are also covered, right? So if you have all the skill and your CV is not up to the mark and you're not able to present it properly, your resume will never reach the right employer, right? So we also talk about that and how to increase your CV score so that you can crack this system called ATS, right? So that also is covered, right? So now if we stack, all these are available in our 7,000 course. Even we have Hall of Fame. So Hall of Fame brings you people who had cracked interviews, who have cracked promotions, who have cracked the new jobs. All of their expertise, all of their techniques, and all those things are also recorded. People who achieve their goals, we do something called gold cards. So when people join, they have their gold card. Once they achieve their goals, we do an Hall of Fame interview with them, right? So where they have cracked, you can see them in their testimonials. These testimonials were live recorded. The portions of it were shown to you in screenshots. but you can even watch the whole interview, understand from their experience, and repeat the success formulas. So that is also here, right? Okay, so let me just take a while to also see questions in our from our members on social channels. Okay, so let me also check if anybody, is anybody trying to make a payment here for the blockchain bronze course, or have successfully made payment? Okay, so we have Sham's payment here. Thank you so much for taking the trust in and joining our blockchain bronze. Right. So if people who are already even trying to make the payment, also please let us know. If you're facing a challenge, also let us know. We are here, and the team is here to help you. Right. Okay, great. Now I'm going to resume. Yeah. So all of this, along with the certification of IIT Madras. Right. So when you get the IIT Madras CCE certification, it is immensely valued outside, right, by employers. So you will have the certification, signed by the professor himself, Mangal Sundar sir, the chairman of the Center for Continuing Education, the online education stream of the IIT Madras, and also the founder and chief AI scientist of Pixeltests, which is Mr. Jain himself, right? So you'll have the certificate. This certificate you will be given on the IIT Madras own alumni portal. So like they have their skills academy, digital skills academy. You can even go and learn more about Pixeltest on IIT Madras skills academy website also. So the course there listed there is at a price of 60,000, right? But only for webinar special, we give it at a lesser price. The bronze portion is definitely the first step. We have a silver program which is worth 40,000, meaning the difference is the 33,000. But only when you feel confident, then you can pay the balance and then take the next step, go for the whole certification courses, right? So, but you have to take the first step. So that first step is blockchain bronze. And Sham, thank you so much for joining in the program as well. Great. Now, if you stack all of it as well, right? This is immensely valuable. And the whole course comes to you at 7,000, right? So yeah, so we are open for questions. If you have any specific questions or anything you want to ask, please go ahead and put it on the chat box, right? Yes, NS, maybe you can even put your question in the chat box. NS says, can I talk before making payment? Yeah, we can go ahead and ask the question here itself. So it might be something that others might find useful, right? So anyway, I'm available. So let me, share the mail ID with everyone. And you can even reach it this way. Yeah. So I've also shared the contact, these things as well. Hey, Abbas, I think you joined in late, right? Thank you so much. Abbas, you missed the portion where we said the certifications will reach your email, right? Thank you so much for being there for all.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was waiting for the link, but my internet was not working. That was the reason I got late.
Great. Abbas, maybe can you share your experience? Like I've seen that you've written kind words in the form also. So how was your experience of this past 4 or 5 days, like before and after? Which city you are from and what is your current background?
I'm basically from Maharashtra. My city name is Karad, and I'm working with one of the MNC in Bangalore. And I working as a data engineer. And my project is associated with data migration from on-premises to AWS cloud.
Wow, happening.
So yeah, so this is the experience, and since last 5 days I'm attending this blockchain sessions.
Okay.
I was totally novice, like I was not aware about any type of knowledge on this blockchain and all.
Great.
But when I gone through the sessions and all, I catch up the things very fast. I, due to some understanding on this one, I mean earlier experience, it is very, I mean, I got very easy to understand the things how you explained in sessions like first, second, third, and fourth and fifth.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So what I can say is, like, if you have enjoyed, my delivery, I'm 100% sure that you'll enjoy, the whole of the course delivered by. I don't know at what point you joined, but we've also covered what the opportunities are there. You can go through the next portion on YouTube. But we really loved your interaction and all throughout. Thank you so much for being there for everyone. Thank you, Ankit sir. Thank you, NS. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am, Ramesh ma'am. So Priyanka ma'am and Ramesh ma'am happen to be our community members. Thank you for joining again and being here and making this really interactive.
Sachi, one question. I mean, have you provided your contact details or
Yeah, so I think
where it is available?
correct. Yeah, so I think I'm available on the group as well, but let me share it for everybody's interest here.
Okay.
I think I'm already in touch with Priyanka ma'am. I think Basad, you have messaged me on WhatsApp as well. So we are available. So the course structure, if you have any queries about the course structure also, so we have blockchain bronze. Blockchain bronze is the beginning step, and we have the blockchain silver also. Right now, what happens in blockchain bronze is you get entry into this particular industry. You will understand more deeper concepts. Now we have just understood SHA, the output part of it. Now you'll understand how it was derived. So what is the technicality behind it? So that also is there. Thank you so much, Ankit sir. Okay. So that was so lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are very much interactive community, and you can always reach out because we are growing. You can always reach out individually as well over email. Also, we are very much responsive. If you want to reach out on the email, so this is the email, right? For people who have asked the link, let me share it again here. So this is the BL Bronze link, right? So if you still have any more concerns or even anything that you want, because we want, if you've seen our goal, we said we want to upskill 1 million AI scientists and Web3 engineers. So this making it more and more accessible, the first steps in giving confidence to people is definitely one step that we are taking at this moment. So that is the reason we made this 5-day free program. Also made it a certified program as well. Then there is blockchain bronze. Then there is blockchain silver. Earlier there was only blockchain silver. Right? So now this will make it more accessible to people, and even stepwise. You will have enough time to upgrade. You will also have enough time to plan your finances and all those things also. And once you start seeing the differences, it becomes self explanatory. You can explain to yourself and go for the next steps, right? So people who have filled the form, certification form, you will get the certification after 24 hours from when you filled it, right? So it will be automatically sent. You will get it from support@pixeltests.com, and even the link for the payment will also be there on the email as well. Right? So, but I request you to go ahead and give yourself that chance to explore this particular space, right? Okay. So thank you so much. We will be concluding our session. with. Okay, so let me check if is any. If you're trying to make the payment now, type P in the chat box, right? So I can even help you make the payment correctly, or even if you want to reach to me also, that's completely fine. Okay.
I'm going to enroll this program.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, but I'll let you know within short time of the span.
Yeah, 100%.
But sure, I am enrolling this program.
Sure. Please stay in touch and
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, Ramesh sir, you being in community, do you want to share any words to other people who are planning on joining or thinking of joining?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yes.
Last few months back, actually, I had also attended similar session. So I had also gone through the all the explanation and all the programs. So I was quite interested, and immediately I admission that time then and there. So it was no regrets. I can say I have gone through the course structure. It was very well designed. uh, this time you guys are lucky, but you have the bronze. You can pay less and you can go next time you can upgrade. But that time we had I had to go for directly silver. So anyway, I opted for silver one.
Yes.
I can say that it is well structured. Community is also a lot of guest sessions are there. It is up to us. We have to make time out of our busy schedule. Uh, so they have very good course structure.
Thank you. Thank
That
you
much
so
I can
much.
say. I have not yet completed. I want to say I have not completed my course. I'm still going on. It's still going on. Whenever I complete, I'll give more with certificate along with certificate can tell more things.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Can you let us know what is your background, which city you are from, sir? Ramesh sir.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, actually, I work in Bangalore. Due to COVID, I'm currently working from home. I am from Andhra Pradesh, Kadapa district. So I work in emphasis in Bangalore. Yeah, I work as a delivery module lead. I was a full stack developer.
Hi, Ramesh.
Yes,
Ramesh.
sir.
Hi.
Abbas Saib here. I am also working with emphasis.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Which location?
I am WTC4.
Which location you work?
Bangalore, WTC4.
Acha, okay. WTC.
Yeah.
I know. We are WTC2 actually.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, so this is a small power of community. So this people find common grounds. People appreciate differences. I'm really surprised, like in a small bunch of 10 to 15 people, you were able to find a commonness. So yeah. So I think you're all part of the same group. Blockchain happening now. Somebody message NS sir. Blockchain happening now. Right. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm surprised that you found a so close proximity and really nice. You can even connect offline as well, right? So I think that is another reason for people to, explore the community. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you for sharing your experience, Ramesh sir. Really appreciate it. And in your progress,
welcome.
so if any challenge you're facing in terms of the curriculum and anything, also we are there. You can always reach out, right? Thank you so much, right? So we'll conclude the session with our no technique. And let me also, because you've told about curriculum, you brought it up. So let me also give a glance to people who are trying to make a decision here. So we have all these, modules here. You can see first the orientation comes, then the evolution of the blockchain also is covered. Then hashing is covered in deeper sense, like you've just seen the part, but you'll also understand how the hash, the compression algorithm works, and all those things. Module 4, like everything is chalked out. This is the blockchain silver, but first, if you are signing up for the bronze, you get a portion of the course, which will motivate you to go forward. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. So now we'll conclude by doing our the career Ho'oponopono version, where we are going to talk about careers using the Hawaiian technique. Right? So I would request you to relax your breath because we have consumed a lot of information also. Take a deep breath. Right. So I'm going to do the career Ho'oponopono. You can be on mute and say it out loud to yourself and your career. Okay. Okay. I'm responsible for myself and my career. I'm really sorry, dear career, for not taking care of you. Please forgive me, dear career, for not taking care of you and putting so much stress on you. Please forgive me, dear career, for not giving you enough time and practice. Thank you, dear career, for taking care of me in all situations by fulfilling all my needs and all your duties. Thank you so much, dear career. I know that I have not told you many times. I love you in your current situation and in any situation. You can open your eyes, rub your hands together, put that energy to your face. Okay. So how is everyone feeling now? Great. Amazing. Peaceful. Really great. Amazing. AMZ. That's nice. Thank you so much for joining in. Really loved interacting with all of you. Thank you so much, Ramesh sir. Really nice knowing you. You know, a little more people will still keep in touch. Right? Thank you, NS sir. Thank you, Basai. Thank you, Rohan. Thank you, Ankit sir. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am. Okay, so we'll call it a day. Have a good one and wish you a very happy new year in advance.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you on that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wish you the same.
Thank you so much.